If you're watching this video, you've probably seen that many times I've covered how to cut weight and lose calories. One of the most sought after goals universally is to lose weight. However, this video will focus on the opposite: how to gain weight, primarily muscle, through increasing your calories the right way and strength training with weights. If you're looking to add muscle, this video will show you how it takes both eating and training to get results. I am an ACE certified personal trainer with over 19 years in the fitness industry. Stick around for the entire video to see how to structure an effective strength training plan. Anyone can gain muscle mass this way. Please consider subscribing to the channel for more health and fitness advice that you can implement right away into your routine. Don't forget to click on the bell to not miss helpful tips. Many of us at different times of our life struggle with putting on weight, no matter how much we eat and lift weights. But are you sure you're eating the right things and training the best way? Gaining muscle and adding the right kind of weight is hard and a gradual process, even if you do all the right things. For those that have a thin build, or so-called hard gainers, it can feel impossible. I get it. Sometimes I felt like that, and I felt like no matter how hard I tried, it's hard to even put on a single ounce of muscle. Then, to add to the frustration, you hear online from some supposed fitness guru and expert how muscle is all based on genetics. At some point, you might feel like, what's the point? Fortunately, this is not entirely true. Yes, we're all genetically different. Every body is different, but excluding serious illness, anyone can gain mass and muscle. Your muscle may not look exactly the same as someone else, but the point is to maximize your own unique, God-given physique. We all have different strengths, body parts that will look better, and should focus on what we have to offer without comparison, as hard as that is. Now, from my own experience, I can tell you that it is possible to gain muscle by consistently adding protein and simply making time to lift weights. I did it, and you can too. For years, I had mostly enjoyed running and dropped a ton of weight. That's how I actually experienced my own weight loss journey and what happened for me. I was convinced that I had a small frame that I couldn't put on muscle. Then I started being more intentional with my lifting routine, making sure I didn't miss, lifting 5 days a week. I started adding an extra plate of eggs for breakfast, added some more lean meats to my diet. Then at nights at the college cafeteria, I'd grab an extra entree from the buffet, and these little things added up. I gained muscle, even though it usually takes a number of years to really add a lot of muscle. In my case, over about a year and a half, I gained about 18 pounds, a lot of which was muscle. Not all, but a lot. This is not typical. Typically, it can be hard to gain even a couple of pounds a year. I also cut back on running a lot from every day to just 3 times a week. My point is, if I can do it, who I don't consider to be the most genetically gifted, you can definitely do it too. Consistency with weight training is key, even if you don't lift a lot of weight. Focus on form, control the range of motion. In addition, I know that eating more costs more. I'm not telling you to double your grocery bill. I'm simply telling you to add a little more protein or helping here or there of the right unprocessed foods. Again, anyone can put on muscle mass. However, nothing will ever escape the basic laws of thermodynamics, which are simply that energy cannot be destroyed or created, but instead converted from one form to another. Simply put, weight gain is eating more calories than you burn. You might think not all calories are created equal, and if you think that, you're correct. The 3 primary macronutrients are protein, carbohydrates, and fats. They all serve different purposes in your body, but are essential in different ways for it to function properly. If you eat more than your body needs to function optimally, you can store it as excess and gain weight. So you'll need to create a little bit of an excess to add on some muscle weight. Now, you've probably heard fitness and Instagram influencers tell you to just eat more. Heck, double what you eat. It doesn't matter what you eat, but just eat more. If you do this, you will gain weight quickly. While that may be true in theory, it does not quite work like that. Our bodies get used to eating a certain amount of food and set habits over the years. So your body is used to and has adapted to a certain amount of food that you've given it. When there's change, we often resist. So maybe instead of doubling your food, just add to what you're eating gradually. If you're eating a sandwich with 2 slices of smoked turkey, have 3 slices instead. If you have 8 ounces of chicken, bump it up to 10 ounces. If you have half a glass of milk in the morning, instead have a full glass or add a scoop of protein powder. It's about small changes daily for huge results long term. I would recommend starting by adding in 100 to 200 more calories a day. Then if your stomach seems to hold up okay, move up to 200 to 300 more calories a day. By 6 weeks, you might be able to handle 300 to 400 more calories daily. you get the pattern. Now, to do this, I would not recommend eating more sour cream, Doritos, cookies. Even if it works for calories, it's not working for your body. Make sure to be mindful about it and have nutrient-dense foods like fruit, nuts, oatmeal, lean protein options, sweet potatoes, quinoa, whole grain breads, and chocolate milk even is a fairly solid option. Aim for more omega fats and high-quality carbs. Add in more lean proteins like ground turkey, chicken, and whey protein to help you add and gain lean muscle. As I talked about in previous videos, I would recommend getting a gram of protein per pound of body weight that you want to be at. For example, if right now you weigh 140 pounds, but you want to be 150, then get 150 grams of protein. That should be the goal. At this point, if you've gained some value, please consider giving us a big bulking thumbs up for strength gains and muscle. Please subscribe and consider sharing with your fitness-loving friends. Now, moving along, supplements can help somewhat for minor deficiencies. It's kind of the icing on top. Choose supplements that will increase your protein and healthy fats. Whey protein should be considered a must to help you get amino acids and help you recover from workouts. Whey comes from milk, so it's really just another food protein source. Be wary of most mass gainers on the market, as they're really just sugary drinks that help you gain weight, but you can get the same thing from actual just whey protein on its own, 24 or 25 grams of protein a scoop. If you really want to gain muscle, you really need to dial in your strength training. You'll have to lift weights or some form of strength training such as calisthenics. That routine can vary some, but see what works for you. A recent study from 2017 shows that muscle growth does not continue forever and has a natural plateau. Even in an ideal circumstance, a natural lifter may not see more than a few pounds of muscle growth per year. However, on a positive note, the study also showed that muscle growth actually happens even quicker than we initially thought with initial neural adaptations. Additional research from 2017 shows that muscle loss can be slowed or even reversed in older individuals. Sarcopenia and injuries from overall muscle and bone loss can be a big issue for us as we age. However, whether you're out of shape or older, proper resistance training at any age can improve your health outcomes. Don't shy away from squats, pull-ups, and pressing movements. Even in modified form, these can have benefits to keep you moving. Personally, some weeks I lift 6 days a week, other weeks have more rest days. If you don't currently lift, try once a week. If you lift once, try twice a week. If you lift 3 times a week, bump it up from there. Little adjustments add up to big gains long term. Big picture over a lifetime. You need to have enough volume and some kind of progressive overload in which you mix things up. Remember, this can be anything from changing up sets, reps, rest time, and weight lifted, to name a few. This is pushing moderately heavy weight near failure, recovering, then coming back and pushing more weight the next time. I would just, as a general guideline, aim to consistently work out anywhere between 3 to 5 times a week, hit each muscle group 2 times, aim for 2 to 4 sets per exercise for roughly 6 to 12 reps, just a general guideline. Try to complete compound lifts first, think shoulder press, squat, and pull-ups, and train close to failure within a couple reps of what the maximum amount of times you can do. Then mix things up from here as needed. Cut down on cardio, as this will burn up extra calories you're eating. Even cut down on little activities throughout the day, as we're just trying to add muscle to your frame at this point. All these little activities such as cleaning up, doing dishes, they can just burn up extra calories. Now, I wish you luck with convincing your family and friends that you really need to avoid chores and cleaning for your gains. Now, if you listen to this entire video, you will notice that we've essentially covered how to do an effective bulk the right way. To my friends who are naturally skinny, you will have to be extremely diligent to increase these calories, maintain high protein, and hit your weightlifting. I hope you found something in this video that you can apply to your life to add muscle. Anyone can in fact add on weight by following these principles. With the right calorie and workout plan, it'll happen. If you gained some value, please consider giving us a big bulking thumbs up for some strength training and muscle mass. Please subscribe and share with your fitness-loving pals. If you have a better tip, feel free to add it in the comments below. Let us know what's worked for you. Our goal is to bring practical fitness advice to everyday people. We all become stronger by sharing our experiences. Check out our other videos on progressive overload and hypertrophy for further muscle gaining tips.